Howdy everyone, welcome to Henry Cowell State Park, and that's where we're starting our adventure off today. So I parked that way, the main parking lot is that way, and we've got a bunch of trailheads off this way, and I think this is a loop, I'm not sure. So we're gonna go this way. It's a state park, part of the California State Park system. There's the visitor center, and we're cruising. So I'm going to head off this way. And you can hear Roaring Camp. Railroad is off in the distance, and I'm not sure if this trail will take us there, but we shall see. A lot of people out on the trails today. Saturday afternoon, a gorgeous Saturday afternoon. Took me a good 2 hours. No, it took me about a good hour to get here. So this is definitely one of the more popular trails, as you can see. And actually, if you have little kids, it's a great place to take them. So I think this is just a little loop here. And I'll take this and see where I go. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for tagging along. So you guys, this is one of the beautiful things about California, in particular the Bay Area. You guys have seen some of my other videos through dense oak forest in the rolling California foothills around the Bay Area, and literally, I mean, I said it took me an hour to get here, but that was because the traffic was horrendous along Highway 17 between the Bay Area and Santa Cruz. But normally, you know, with moderate traffic, this is only about 45 minutes away, maybe. So we've detoured a little bit. We've stepped out of that Redwood Trail loop, and we're coming across here, our first, I think, of a couple railroad track crossings, like I mentioned before, from Roaring Camp. So we started here, we went down this leg of the loop, and we're down here, and we're coming underneath the railroad bridge here. We're going down this way, and I want to get the view up from the bottom down where the water is. And that's where we're going. Howdy, how's it going? Good. Good. So I decided to come back across the bridge onto this side of the river and follow these trails up this way. Beautiful this time of year. We're now on the river trail, and we're going to follow this for a bit too. So the train whistles are getting farther and farther away off in the distance now. Really starting to separate myself from the roaring camp area. And just look at that. That is unbelievable. Yes, I'm going lone wolf today. Plankton's at a camp out with their Girl Scout group, a 2-night camp out, so my son wanted to stay home and relax, which is cool. He's got a football game tomorrow, so this looks interesting. Some single track running off this way. Let's go check this out. I'm guessing this leads down to the river. Very cool. Watch my step. One of these days I'm going to get myself some trekking poles, but not for this trip. Another view of the river. Little family of ducklings. A lot of people out today in the park. So that was kind of cool. Let's continue. Here's my first stair crossing, or stair climb, small one. Some kitties down there playing in the river. Very cool. River Trail to Rincon Road, 0.3 miles. So I've got a choice. Do I go Eagle Creek Trail with the horses, or do I go this way on the hiking path? Which way do you think I'm going to go? Yeah, we're going that way. Still a lot of creek runoff here. We just had a big rainstorm in the middle of the week, so I would imagine this would dry up probably late summer. So let's continue. Hey, my first bridge crossing, cool. So one of the things I had read about is there's a lot of stream crossings on these trails, so creek crossings. And one thing I did do differently this time was I brought myself a pair of aqua socks in case I have to manually cross a creek or a river. So the fact that there's a bridge there, that's cool. So we're kind of leaving the river area down that way, and we're heading up this way. Took a moment to undo my convertible pants. Getting kind of hot after all that moving around. And we're going to head over this way on Rincon Road to Pipeline Road. And that's the main north and south road that runs up and down the park, I think. So they do allow mountain bikes on this trail, so I'm going to have to make sure I stay on my right. Looks pretty wide, so unless some guys are really booking, I should be alright. Alrighty. It's nice coming in and out of this tree canopy. Gorgeous. Get that hot sun on your back and just rejuvenates. So I'm kind of at the end of Rincon Road, and I just came from here, River Trail hookup, and there's a whole bunch of really cool stuff to do that I completely missed. So I'm going to go back up that way, backtrack 0.1 miles, and explore all this stuff. So come on, let's go. All that downhill hike, all that downhill cruising I did, I gotta go back up. One thing about filming is it doesn't do hills and climbing and elevation justice. Although this isn't too bad. I'm just saying, in general. Trying to think of it that way. Try to pace myself. And steady progress is what it's about. To Ridge Road and Diversion Dam Trail. That sounds interesting. So let's keep going. Once again, not really in the best of shape here. So you guys are hearing me huffing and puffing. This is not that difficult of a hike cardiovascularly, but I'm just short of breath basically. I'll make it. I'm no trail runner, that's for sure. Gotta hand it to trail runners. That's one of the most grueling forms of athletics and sports, I think. I'm an old goat. I like taking my slow, steady pace, and I'll get there when I get there. A lot of people worry about daylight. I don't, because I have a zebra light headlamp. I've got a couple flashlights. So while yes, the park closes at sundown, I would still be able to find my way. Of course, extra batteries. Alrighty. So I'm going to shut up now and conserve my breath. And we'll keep going. Okay, this looks kind of treacherous. Could go around. I don't see any poison oak, but there could be poison oak that way. So here we go. Remember that scene in Predator? Where Arnold Schwarzenegger tries to lure the predator under his booby-trapped tree, fallen tree. I made it. More climbing. Climbing we will go. If I climb, going out, I get smooth sailing downhill coming back. Nice flat level ground. A lot of these are horse trails, so that's something new that I don't normally hike through. So you're dealing with deep erosion, exposed tree roots, just really torn up earth, torn up ground. No knocks against horses or equestrians or anything like that, but that's just something I'm not used to. But I managed. And of course, poop everywhere. That was getting kind of annoying, actually. So this is a relatively poop-free portion of the trail. Nice. Ah, beautiful. Redwoods everywhere. Oh, this is nice. Nothing like a big, wide open trail to just stroll along. Maybe some of you guys saw my last video. Hike out, hike through a lot of narrow single track through dense oak forest. This is a stroll in the park. Compared to that, a lot of steep cliffs, steep ravines, I guess, dropping off. Outside of avoiding occasional poop, this is a piece of cake. This is a stroll in the park. Drum roll, please. Not seeing any signs of forest fire. That's awesome. Fire danger is high right now, and I'm sure it will be through the rest of the summer. We did have a heavy rainfall just a couple of days ago. Not sure if this area got hit. I don't think it did. Everything's pretty dry out here. Either that or it was so short it didn't really leave a lasting impression. You can tell I'm going downhill because I've got enough air in my lungs to talk. I was saying earlier how video doesn't do inclines and declines justice. Well, you can use my dialogue as a gauge. Flat and downhill, and he starts talking. Uphill climbs, he's breathing. So just to kind of better orient you where I'm at, River Gorge is down that way, and I'm doing a steady uphill climb to get out of that area. Now we're pretty much leveled off here, kind of along a crest it looks like, and seeing a lot of footprints on the ground, so pretty well heavily trafficked area as far as foot traffic goes. And we're seeing more signs of landmarks coming up here. Let's see where we're at now. One thing about all the California state parks is the trails are really, really well mapped out. Really hard to get lost up here. So, coming down this way, down the Rincon Trail, and we're here right now. And we'll head up back up this way. We'll keep going. Remember where I'm coming from. Head back up this way. A lot of people out on the trails today. You hear me stop and say hi to folks. It's important that you do that, I think. I don't know why. I guess you don't have to, but I think it takes some of the, whatever stress and anxieties you have, kind of takes them out. Okay, this is going to be a long climb coming back up, so. Howdy. How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. Some more trail runners and trail hikers out. So this is going to be a long climb up. It's a pretty steep drop down. And here we go. One thing's for sure, the trail's getting wider the farther I go. So I took a little bit of a detour and the trail narrowed down considerably and it's all downhill, so it's going to be a very steady, challenging uphill climb if I decide to come back this way. Orient myself again. I've been doing that periodically now, so I'm headed back in a southerly direction. Gotta watch my step. So yeah, this is all downhill from here. So who knows, this might turn into a simple out and back, depending how I feel. And depending on where this ends up. Haven't seen much running water since I kind of deviated up off the river. So we've been trekking down this smaller trail here for a little bit and got some water coming up here. So I'm gonna check this out and pause for a little snack. I've got some Hickory Farm summer sausage and some soft chewy granola bars. Of course, Camelback, water flowing. You can hear some people down at the river too, so very cool. And I'm going to show you guys on the map just exactly where we are. I've been spot checking my progress as we go along here, but I haven't been showing that to you guys, so definitely approaching on a river gorge area. You can hear that down there, sounds of people laughing and playing in the water. And this is looking more familiar, like some of the trails I'm more used to. We're really narrowing down now. And this is really cool. So, just kick back. It's all downhill. Gonna have to hike back up, I guess, if I want to do an out and back, or if I can find a loop to catch. Maybe I'll do that instead. Oh yeah. Definitely getting down towards water. A lot of fern cover here, and oh yeah, it's really overgrown now. Well, sort of, I guess. Compared to the huge wide open trails we were on earlier. I'm actually having to step through. A lot of foliage now. And we're down by the river. Very cool. There's some people with boombox and all, so I don't want to disturb anybody. So that's kind of cool. So we'll come down this way. Small little beach area. People kicking back and just enjoying the beach. Now this is really cool. Sandy beach area. Trek across this way. Give those people their privacy. I'm sure they don't want to be on film. Here, let's go across this way. Get a glimpse of the river. Very cool. Alright, so earlier told you guys we'd take a break here, try and map out where we are, show you where we've come from. So we started up here, the main parking area. We did part of this little loop here, and we came down this way. It's hard to do this on a map, but there you go. And we're now down, here's Rincon Road Trail, and that little pathway I took is Big Rock Hole Trail right there, and we're right down here by the water. And I think we can go back up and follow the same path. So we'll take a break here and continue. So we're back up here at the junction, back onto Rincon Fire Road, and post fell over, but this is where we came from, right down here, and we made it back up Big Rock Trail, and we're right here, Rincon Trail, and we're going to backtrack back up that way into the main camp. Howdy!
Hi, figuring out where we are?
Oh yeah, where you are.
I just want to follow the road.
You are right here. You're not, actually, Rincon Road goes this way. That's that one.
Oh, that's the
this goes down to a little beach right down in here.
This one.
Yeah, that's a steady decline. So depending on what your strength and conditioning is, if you want to go down here, it's a steady climb all the way-ish back up that way. So if
I'm not coming back. I'm heading back.
Oh,
that way now,
okay, okay.
I wanted to just follow the main road.
I don't know. I stopped here. Right around this little beach area right there, kicked back and ate some granola bars and stuff like that. So
yeah, no, I want to go back hill here and cross.
I think if you want to go through, I think this is the better route for you down to Highway 9.
Yeah.
That parking lot, is that where you're after?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You want to keep going that way. The sign, that's what it would have. That would have pointed you. Would have pointed you that way. So we'll make a.
We'll trust the sign.
Yeah, right. All right. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
So we're gonna head back up. I've got soft copies of the map here on my phone, but I'm using a paper map, a trail map today, and that works. So I was talking about trail runners. There you go. There's an example. Okay, if that guy ran this entire trail that I'm huffing and puffing over, that guy's in really good shape, strength and conditioning. So there you have it. There's a prime example. So we're back on the open fire road now, and this is kind of nice actually. I do a treadmill jog every once in a while, but I'm lazy. It's really boring to do that. And I set the treadmill at a 15-degree incline. I do a brisk walk / jog for about 25 minutes. But it's just so boring. I only do it maybe once or twice a week if I'm lucky. And there's really nothing better than actually getting out on the trails. So we'll continue up that way, and here's where we end up. So let's take this route up here. I think this might be a bit more uphill, but we'll do it. So no mountain bikers up here, and we'll make our way. A little bit more of a climb, I think, than the fire road, but a little more interesting to look at. Might have a snack on another granola bar here in a minute. So we'll keep going. Yeah, making progress. Wow. Unbelievable. You know what? Anyone out there looking to make a career in park ranger or the forestry service, parks department, I'm not going to say a word. Imagine, okay, I broke my promise. I'm talking now. Imagine coming to this every day and coming into this as your office and earning a paycheck doing it. Now, granted, there's more to it than that. I'm sure there's politics, and I'm sure there's the bureaucracy element, and I'm sure there's dealing with the public people, and of course safety, emergency services, and things like that. But I think this would just trump all of that. I really do. And really, genuinely, as you've seen in this video, for some reason when people are out here, myself included, people are just completely de-stressed. I mean, that guy was running the trail, and he took a wrong turn. He had no idea where he was. I'm sure he would have figured it out eventually, that he ended up on that beach area, and he needed to be over by the Highway 9 parking lot, but nonetheless, it's a major load off, so to speak, being out here. So here we go. Some more climbing to do. I'll conserve my oxygen and put a sock in it. Alrighty, we're making our way back. As you guessed it, it's downhill now, so I can talk. Making our way back to that main fire road. I haven't seen a soul out here. There was that runner a while back. There were actually some other hikers about, I don't know, a little bit before him. But that's pretty much it. So it's pretty desolate out here. Happy trails. This, you know what? This is where the term happy trails comes from. Jedediah Smith or somebody coined the term happy trails. And here we are, back at the fire road. Let's check out our progress, where we're at. Yeah, we're heading back that way. Back to River Trail. And this is, I think, pretty much downhill, so I've really got to watch my step here while I'm filming. The last thing I need is a sprained ankle or mechanical injury or something up here. I would love to do a night hike through this area. I mean, that would just be awesome. I bet the wildlife out here must be incredible once the sun goes down. Making our way. Howdy, how you guys doing? Good. So we'll keep going. Happy trails. You know what? That's going to be the title of this video. Happy trails. Actually, here's a better predator deadfall. No, I won't recite Arnie lines. I'll let you guys do that. Why don't you guys, all you Schwarzenegger enthusiasts out there, start mentally reciting Schwarzenegger lines from here on out. And once again, some fairly technical terrain downhill, which isn't a big deal, but when you're trying to hold a steady camera, you can lose perspective as you look through the viewfinder or through my screen. Speaking of camera, this Sony Xperia has been awesome so far. You know, I won't know that until I get back home and get these videos in the post-editing environment and check them out. But so far, this camera's been awesome. It's kind of blurry though every once in a while. I gotta slow it down a bit and repause and refocus, kind of, or let it refocus a bit. So, you know what? My lens could be dirty too. Here, let me. Okay, there we go. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. Bridge crossing. Starting to look very familiar now. Yeah. Making our way. Californians out there, fellow Californians out there in the middle of a drought, let's enjoy this. Those of you people in non-drought stricken regions of the world don't know what it's like to live through droughts. I mean, it's awful. I mean, you can't water your lawn, you can't water your garden, or you can, but psychologically, it's not really the it weighs on you. It really does. I mean, every day, every newscast almost, or every other evening news, there's a commentary about the drought situation in California and how the governor's levying fines and all. Let's just enjoy this. A lot of sand up here. A lot of sand. So some of you geography enthusiasts, students, scholars, and enthusiasts, why is there so much sand in these creeks, streams, runoffs compared to some of the other regions, some of the other areas? And you've got a mixture of sand with fairly large rocks. So that's kind of interesting. Something I don't see every day. Usually, like, creeks and rivers are pretty much all rocks. But got a lot of sand cover here. Maybe it's the earth? The type of earth cover here? Okay, we're at another junction. Once again, Eagle Creek trails that way. River Trail to Rincon Road, and we will continue. We shall continue. Another beach area. Did I film this comment on the way up? I think I did. But nonetheless, we'll film again. Better slow down and let my camera focus. Here, let's get out of the sun so I can take some better pictures and stuff. Very cool. Sandy beach areas throughout. Awesome. Very cool. Alrighty, let's continue. Make our progress. So we're coming back out of River Trail now. Pipeline Road. And this will take us right back towards the railroad track area and back to the main visitor center, actually. So and once again, the main river running through the park. Beautiful. A lot of mountain bikers zipping past. We're back at the Roaring Camp main bridge. And here's the main trestle as we pass under the bridge. Now there are some interesting trails that go off that way. I walked you guys across there just a little bit, and I think that's for our next adventure. I hear some voices and stuff, people out that way too, so could be mountain bikers actually. I saw a lot of tire treads out that way, so a lot of mountain bikes that way. Howdy. I'm good. How are you guys?
He's trying to make your lens.
He's what?
He's trying to mess up your lens.
Mess up my lens. Oh, he doesn't like taking pictures and being filmed?
Oh, you're just going to slobber on it because he likes to slobber.
Slobber. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's like my son.
Yeah.
Have a nice day. So I mentioned earlier how out of shape I am, how poor conditioning I am. So my calves are starting to cramp up a little bit. So here's a little tip for you guys. If your calves cramp up and start knotting up, you want to massage the muscle. Get it really worked in and really massage it. But you want to get your foot at the base of a tree, a stump, or something like that, and just put your heel on the ground, point your toe up, and just slowly lean into the tree. Lean your leg into the tree, and you'll feel that calf muscle just really stretch out. In fact, you should probably do this before you hike, and that's my problem there. That's probably my problem, in addition to being out of shape. And in addition to that, you want to make sure you massage the muscle, really massage it, get that muscle loose and worked out. And do this whenever you see a tree or a stump that's suitable. Lean your leg forward like that, and just hold it there, and you'll feel it stretch. And then you also want to work the calf muscle like that, so it's nice and loose, and you should be good to go. So there you have it. There's today's first aid lesson of the day from yours truly. We're coming back to the main parking lot. So there's where we came in, that way. So I told you guys we'd check out Roaring Camp Railroad. So I'm going to sneak past here. Cruise on into camp. Well, Roaring Camp. There actually is a campground at Henry Cowell. Maybe I'll head on over there next, but nonetheless, here is Roaring Camp. All the little kiddies come over here and they do their field trips and stuff like that. We were just here 2 or 3 weeks ago, actually. My daughter's 4th grade class. They actually had some mountain man demonstrations and stuff, fur trapping, blacksmithing, candle making, that kind of thing. Pretty cool. Major tourist attraction here in Felton? Yeah, in Felton. This is actually, I don't think this is Scotts Valley anymore. I think I'm in Felton. Some really cool old junk. Those of you railroading enthusiasts, maybe can ID some of this stuff. Really cool. What is all this stuff anyway? Anybody out there can ID some of this stuff? Please feel free to post and comment on it. Some sort of a steam engine? Holy moly. Very cool. Very cool. So there's actually a trail that goes off that way. Hike along the tracks. This reminds me of that scene from Stand By Me. Whoa, gotta watch what I'm doing. Fall on my ass. Here you go. Little duck pond. And that is another trail for another day and another adventure. So I gotta get back actually, so very cool. I'm glad you guys could stick around with me through this adventure through Henry Cowell, I should say Henry Cowell, Cowell State Park, and a little tour of Roaring Camp and Big Trees area. Just gonna head my way back to the park, and it's cheeseburger time.